Hey guys, it is Tel from Oshawa Bushcraft. It is Saturday, January 2nd today. We're inside of Newtonville, Ontario. And today we are going to assemble an 82 pattern rucksack. I have all the components I need out in front of me. And we're going to go through piece by piece how to put one together because it's a little bit complicated. Stick around. Alright guys, first thing we're going to start with is our frame. Pretty much everything attaches to that. The first part we're going to put on is this lower lumbar butt pad. Come on in. Again, this one, the pad is kind of directional. If you're a taller guy, you're going to want this on the bottom of the frame. If you're a shorter guy, you're going to want to turn it upside down so it sits higher on your back. I'm a taller guy, so I'm going to put it on the bottom of the frame. So, line it up at the bottom of the frame. These straps go over the first set of metal brackets and under the second one. Do the same on both sides. Alright, now we connect them together, and we're going to make sure to use our multi-tool, and we're going to cinch these down really tight. Alright, there you guys have it, lower lumbar pad installed. Alright guys, the next step is going to be adding our waist strap. Now, all we got to do with this is run it underneath these two rails right here. I think I can even do this without taking the buckle off. Oh yes, I can. Is that a B?
A P.
Oh, it's a P. Very cool. Alright, that's it. Step 2, easy. You still shooting?
There now.
There now. Alright guys, step 3 is putting on our combined shoulder strap assembly. So we're going to put this face down underneath our frame. Your upper straps, you see what we're doing here? Alright. Upper straps go over, this would be the first rung down from the top of the frame, and these bottom ones come all the way down to the lumbar support, go around this one. I'm going to do each of these up loose at first, and we'll tighten them up as we go. Alright guys, now I didn't see this anywhere in the PAM where it's described, but this doesn't fit into the frame in any one particular spot. You could adjust this, I'll probably demonstrate this right here, and slide it down a little ways for a shorter person. Move the whole shoulder strap assembly down or move it back up. Now it doesn't describe that in the manual, but I don't see why you couldn't do it. Anyway, side straps do the same as the top, vertical ones. Alrighty guys, well we got this here. I'll take time to illustrate a point. Come on in. If you guys can see, this is where the frame is, and that's where the upper back pad, the back of your shoulder pads is. There's probably 1.5 inches of suspension there that keeps your pack away from your back. Lets air get in, so when you sweat it'll evaporate out, and it keeps anything pointy that happens to be in your pack. It's got all these straps and a pad and a frame between you and your back. So make sure you got all these down tight. We're going to move on to the fourth step. Okay guys, step 4 in assembling our rucksack is going to be putting our Mobius straps on. We're just going to do this right now because nothing's in the way. So if you look at the pack, this is the kind of stop sign portion of it. We're going to go to where that meets the lumbar pad, and we're going to put these through here. So pass that strap through, then pass it through itself. It's not complicated, and then tighten it up. And then do the same on the other side. That's step 4. Alright guys, we're almost done. So part 5, we're going to put the main bag on the frame here. Now this part gets a little complicated. So we're going to set the main bag down with the back facing up so we can see our attachment points here. We're going to set the frame in on top of it. Now, I don't know what you call this, not a sleeve. There's a section of this that fits over the frame. This one actually fits pretty good. Some of these can be pretty tight. Now, we need to take some kind of cordage. Paracord was the norm, but any kind of cordage would probably work. I'm going to tie this to the frame. And what I'm using today is bank line. I'm going to start with a piece twice the length of the frame, a little excess, that should be plenty. I'm going to start at the center hole here, and I'm just going to pass a loop of this through and pass it through itself to give me a solid starting point. I'm going to take one strand and I'm going to start weaving one direction. So we're going to go down around the frame and then through this hole. Just like that. I'm going to carry out. Alright guys, so we whip stitched all the way down to the edge and we tied them both off. Just make sure it's tight and then tie a knot that'll stay. We don't have to be overly technical about that. The last part of this step is attaching the 4 load straps. So these are, the first 2 are going to be down here, and they are straps from the back of the pack that just loop through the frame and attach to Fastex buckles on the side. These help hold the pack on, and then they will help us control the load later once we get it filled up. And then there's 2 up here at the top. Oh, see that? I didn't even notice that. I got one somebody cut short. I think it's still going to work okay. So it goes back down here through the frame and then back up to this buckle. And yeah, this one's going to be a little short. Ah, see that? Got to pay attention when you pick these up. Alright, main pack is now installed. I guess the last thing we can do while we're here is, now that everything else is out of the way, our Mobius straps can attach to the bottom of the shoulder straps. And up here at the top of the shoulder straps we have another set of load securement straps. Attach up in here. Alright. One last little step, and we're almost done, guys. Alright guys, our last step is installing our sleeping bag straps. Now, we're going to start at the bottom front of the pack, where these big black D-rings are. Figure out which side of your buckle you want down, just that side. We're going to feed it through the D-rings, where the bottom of your shoulder strap mounts meet the frame. We're going to feed it through here, then down through the bottom of the frame brackets and we talked about in the first video. Pull them tight and they will come back to itself and do up here. And you do that on both sides. Alright guys, so there you have how to fully assemble an 82 pattern Canadian rucksack. Now if you stick around to the next video, it's going to be part 3. We're going to fully load this pack out, show you how to pack it and how to adjust it all for your body and set the load up properly. Stick around.